What is going on, Bucs fans and CFP fans? Evan and Wanish here, back at you with yet another video talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And today we're going to be going over Betting the Bucs Week 13 edition. The Buccaneers are coming off a much needed victory over the New York Giants in convincing fashion. By the way, I think that's important to note that they did it without really breaking much of a sweat, right? 30-7, pure domination by the Buccaneers. And this week they play the Carolina Panthers for the first time this season. So week 13, playing a division opponent for the first time, and playing Dave Canales, against Dave Canales, who is the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Last week, we continued our success betting-wise, going 3-1 last week. So let's have another successful week. We are 25-17 on the season overall betting. So let's continue that success. And I think we got some pretty good ones this week for you guys. With that being said, let's get right into what we have here. And the first one we're going to do is a Mike Evans anytime touchdown. You can get that on DraftKings at plus 130 right now. Look, Mike Evans, I looked at it last week as sort of the breaking in game, right? Sort of maybe getting him adjusted a little bit, getting back to playing. He hasn't played for a little bit. Over a month, since he played that football game against the Ravens. That was a long time ago. And I think they kind of, not really took it easy on him, but sort of worked him in slowly. I think there's a good chance Mike Evans finds the end zone in this one. I think the Buccaneers are going to want to target him early and often in this football game. So I do think there's a good chance Mike Evans finds the end zone for the Buccaneers in this football game. I really do. And plus, getting it plus 130. Actually, I Bleav when I checked that Bucky Irving was actually the favorite for an anytime touchdown for the Buccaneers. So Mike Evans was number 2, I Bleav, on that list. So I do like Mike Evans there, getting that plus money. I do like Mike Evans to score. Moving on, we are going to take the other running back, Rachaad White, over 17.5 receiving yards. You get that minus 115 right now on DraftKings. And look, Rachaad White is not to be forgotten about in this offense, okay? I know it has been the Bucky Irving show, and rightfully so. Bucky Irving has been really good for the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers also really like Rachaad White, and they like what he brings to the table, specifically in the passing game as well. So I could see him getting involved in this passing game on Sunday, trying to give another weapon to Baker Mayfield, especially, again, Mike Evans is back, and that's great, but you're still down Chris Godwin, and a lot of the other receiver pieces outside of Evans have been inconsistent. So we'll have to wait and see how the Buccaneers utilize Rachaad White. But, getting 18 receiving yards, that doesn't feel impossible to me. So I do like that, especially at the odds that I was able to get it at. We're also, speaking of passing, speaking of Baker Mayfield, we're going to do over 253.5 Baker Mayfield passing plus rushing yards. Okay, so last week I made the comment, look, if the Buccaneers are having Baker Mayfield running for touchdowns, the Bucs are in trouble. Baker Mayfield ran for a touchdown. The Bucs clearly were not in trouble. That's an L on my part. However, I do like this. I like Baker Mayfield to continue to use his legs to extend plays, maybe scramble out of the pocket a little bit, and to throw the football. I mean, really, Baker Mayfield's had a lot of success this season throwing the ball. I don't think that's really going to change. I really don't. So over 253.5 combined passing and rushing. I do like that. I think he could hit the over just passing, like just by itself. But I gave myself a little insurance there with the rushing total. Get that at minus 115 right now over at DraftKings. So pretty good odds there. I like that number too. 253.5 Baker Mayfield passing plus rushing over. And then also we're going to do one Carolina one. We're going to do the over 38.5 for Adam Thielen receiving yards. Adam Thielen, it seems like a veteran who's going to, sort of play well against the Bucs. Carolina's been playing better football. Carolina has been playing better football recently. Adam Thielen had a pretty good day last week against Kansas City, so they have a pretty good defense, and I think he could continue that momentum into this week against Tampa Bay, which has a secondary, which, look, they looked good last week, but they are still prone to giving up some plays. So we will see what happens, but I do like the over there. Just to recap it really quick, we have Mike Evans with an anytime touchdown. Over 17.5 receiving yards for Rachaad White. Over 253.5 Baker Mayfield passing plus rushing yards. And then over 38.5 Adam Thielen receiving yards. The combined odds of that is plus 1100. $10 pays 120. So not a bad chunk of change there for you to pick up. And again, stuff that I think is pretty realistic. Like I said, we've been having success with this. I really enjoy the model that we've been using and how we've been able to come up with this stuff. So hopefully that success continues in this one. Hopefully the Buccaneers' success continues, right? They got a much needed win, snapped the 4-game losing streak. And now that they need to get back to it, though, right? They need to get right back to it and, find a way to stack some wins here. And it starts in Carolina. So we will see what happens. But let me know if you guys have any bets. I'm always curious to hear your advice. If you like any props, are you fading me? Are you riding with me? Like I said, we've been doing pretty well. So if you have been riding with me, I appreciate you. But also, hopefully I've made you a little bit of money here. So we will see what happens come game day. But thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And go Bucs.